So welcome students to our today's lesson. Today we are going to study about the procedure of constructing a regular heptagon. A heptagon is a seven-sided figure. So how do you get to construct a regular heptagon, which is a seven-sided figure? For example, let's say you have been told to construct a heptagon A, B, C, D, E, F, and G of side Now here you have been given 35 millimeters to get to construct a heptagon. So first of all, you will take up your ruler like this. You can see the way it is sliding. Then you will draw a line like that. You have been told it should be 35 millimeters. So you will adjust your canvas and take the measurements. 35 millimeters is equivalent to 3.5 centimeters. So if you divide 35 divided by 10 to convert to centimeters, this will be 3.5 centimeters. So you will measure 3.5 centimeters from your ruler. Then, starting at any point of this line, you will put a mark. Again, you will put a mark. You call this point A, B. Now this is 35 millimeters. So you will take up your protractor like this. Again, using the same procedure, we go to construct a pentagon. You will stand at point A using your protractor. Again, measure 40 degrees. Also stand here at point B. You also measure 45 degrees. So you should also measure 45. Then from there, you will join them. Like that. You also join this to that. So now, again, what do you need to do? You say you take the same protractor, standing at point, this is 45. So now you will measure 60 degrees. You measure 60. Again, stand here. Mark 60. So now you take up your ruler and join like this. So this is 60 degrees. This is 40 degrees. This is 60 degrees. So whenever you are labeling angles, ensure that you touch at that angle, extend a line, then you make it horizontal, then you write the degrees on top of that line, like this. This 60 degrees. Then after that, you will bisect those 2 points. Let me call it point 1 and point 2. I will bisect point 1 and 2. Start standing at point 1, I will put a mark. Standing at point 2, I will put a mark. Now that my T-square is in parallel with my drawing board, I will just put it like this. You can see. Then locate at the center of those 2 arcs. Then I will draw a line. This one looks funny. We'll stand here. I've bisected the 2. Then again, it is also in parallel with the other side. It is parallel all around. So I will just place it at that corner. Then bisect those 2. So wherever those 2 lines intersect, let me call it point O. Again. So now I will use the same canvas. Then I will transfer these measurements. Now here begin. These measurements are, let me use a ruler, because from this point up to this point, I will transfer the measurements from this point up. We have 1, O, then this is point 2. So we have 1, we have point 0, and we have point 2. So I will use these measurements which are here, either from point 1 to 0 or from point 0 to 2, these ones, and get to transfer them here, also put a mark. So if it is like this, I will use, let me transfer them. So this is from here up to here is 3. So you should use your canvas. My canvas is too large for me to transfer the measurements. So you will start at point 1 and point O. Then those measurements, you should stand at point 2 to make an arc at the top there. So let me call it point 3. So now, point 3 will now be the center of my circle. So you can see I have bisected point 1 and 2 like this, then draw a line, and also bisected and also draw a parallel line so that wherever those 2 intersect, I call it point 0. Now I will use the measurements either from point 1 up to 0 or from 0 to point 2 to use the same measurements to transfer them at the top there. Now that will be the center of my circle. So I will extend up my canvas like this, standing at point 3 now. I will draw a circle. So that is my circle. Now I will use the measurements I used to draw line AB, which is 35 millimeters. So I will transfer the same 35 millimeters. These ones. Then standing at any point, either point A or point B, using the same 35 millimeters, I will make some arcs all around. So from there, you will join those points. Let me join these points. So now those are my points. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it has got how many sides? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So because it is a heptagon, it has got 7 sides. So use the same procedure to construct this regular heptagon. Let's meet in our next class. Thank you so much.